You've been working hard on something. Libra, this is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Libra, sun, moon, rising, wherever Libra impacts your life, including if you're dealing with a Libra. And there is always an extended. That link is below. Just check in the description box. I'd be happy to see you over there. You have been working hard. And listen, there have been complications. Petty complications. Think Five of Wands complications. They are complications. They are obstacles. But they are not as big as they think they are. It's just the volume and the way that they all pack together and seem to show up all at once. It's like all those petty conflicts. Now, I don't mean you're petty. I mean the complications are petty. The forgetting to bring your mask, because this is something we all deal with. It's out of your control right now, right? So forgetting to wear your mask or bring it somewhere, and then like being in a rush and already being 5 minutes behind, but you have to go, you can't go into the store without the mask, so you have to go all the way back to your car to put the mask back on your face. And oh shit, guess what? Your makeup was perfect and it's gonna mess it up. And that may make you sound shallow and bitchy, but you're not. It's just all a bunch of conflict, petty conflict, but it's a bunch of petty crap. The wonderful thing about this petty crap is that it's petty. It is not a statement or a testament to whether or not you're really destined to do something or if things are going to work out. It is driving you crazy. It is, ugh. But it is not everything. And it is not the penultimate of what is going to be happening in your life. I think that there are distractions. You can think of them as tests. I don't think they're actually tests. I just think it's kind of crazy right now. And a lot of the things that happen in the 3D have got nothing to do with what Spirit intended or wanted for you. They just have to do with the fact that the 3D can be very complicated and crazy, right? And that's just what the 3D is. That's just what this world is. We deal with gravity. We deal with laws of physics. We deal with laws and rules of every sort. We're confined here. And it takes a hell of a lot of creativity and tenacity to work within these confinements. It's like, think Rubik's Cube. Think Rubik's Cube. It is possible, but there's so many steps that you have to take that precede other steps to get to the place that you actually want to be. And then guess what? There's like 7 other sides you have to think about, right? So that's what 3D is moving things around and out of your way, knowing what to save, knowing what to throw away in order to get everything eventually in the order that you want it. So that's the conflict. That's the pettiness. But guess what? You are loved unconditionally, Libra. In fact, I'm going to give you a little preview. Love is a big old thing right now. So if you have been feeling in the mood, shall we say? It's in the air, man. It's in the cosmos. There's something about this energy that is really making you homey, wanting to be like drawing love to you, right? Venus is in Cancer. So that makes sense. Because Cancers focus so much on relationships and being loving anyway, that to have Venus in Cancer, it is almost like blown up, exaggerated. You know, it's this sense of just, I want it all around me all the time. So if you have been feeling a little bit more emotionally wanting and a little bit more physically wanting, it's because of where your ruling planet is right now, and it's kind of beautiful. It really is. I don't see any bad stuff coming from it. I think what I really see is you becoming very much more beautiful and very much more attractive, and your attractiveness to others being magnified and amplified. So if you have been, especially, and we're going to get into your romance reading in the extended. That's going to be a full, straightforward romance reading. But there is so many romantic nuances in this general reading that I can only assume that these things are kind of permeating most of you right now. This feeling of extra tenderness, extra lovingness, extra arousal, as well as extra appeal. And that your sensuality and your beauty and your comfort in your own body, even if you haven't lost that 10 pounds that you wanted to lose, even if you still have that mole on your face you wanted removed, even if your makeup has been smeared because, your mask was put on it, There's just this sense right now of you being attractive no matter what. Mostly because you feel so attractive and your focus is not on how other people are perceiving me, but it's just like it literally that Venus in Cancer, your Venus in Cancer is almost like wrapping you in like this warm Caribbean sea of sensuality, and you're so in it that other people can't distract you from it. And that's why you're glowing. And that is the essence of why you are so attractive to people. Be picky if you're single. I guess if you're in a relationship too, be picky. But if you're single, especially Libra, be picky, because this is the time to raise your standards and insist upon the one. And I have this wonderful sense of the one being so very close to you right now. So, and that's for people who are looking. Now, we'll get into more of that later. I want to stay more general now, because this is a general reading, and if you're not here for love and romance, Jesus, I get it, absolutely. But there is just something so sensual about your energy right now that be very difficult for me to separate this from the general reading. But let's get back to your work, because you have been busy. You may have been busy building your home, building your love, building your home, building something that you love, being very, very in love with it. And this is the time, under your amplification, for you to go for it. Really just believe it and go for it. There's been some inconsistencies not with you, but with your success. And they hurt. They hurt, as in made you doubt, self-doubt. Well, this is a beautiful time where this love, it's almost like you're walking in la vie en rose, right? This life in love. And that for you, maybe that's what I'm feeling, and that's why it is still a general reading. When you feel this way, you feel powerful. You feel strong. You feel you're radiating. And so when you're radiating is that time for you to get things done. And though you have had failures on the same topic before, not love and romance, whatever your mind is on, right? Whatever is important to you right now, whatever you're working on, there's such a radiant vibrational energy coming off that is attracting. I'm telling you, this is the time for you to take another chance at it. It doesn't seem it. And I think that that's the conflict. Yes, we're going to get into the cards. I'm actually looking at the cards. This is the channeled message, that general vibration. I'm getting into the cards, believe me. But I think that that's the challenge, the sense of, oh, I failed at this before. I'm scared to open myself up. And that's the challenge, because this is the time to open yourself up. And all those failures happened right before this glow comes. And it's like a little bit dangerous that you might be too hesitant and miss out on this opportunity. Let's get into the cards, because I think they're going to reassure you. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant. There goes another rubber tree plant. Because the ant doesn't stop working. The ant keeps working. And it sees a mountain. It doesn't see a mountain, it sees a series of pebbles that have to be moved. And that's what I'm talking about in terms of the Rubik's Cube. One piece at a time. That's how the ant gets all their work done. But they do it in partnership. And now that's the house you rule, isn't it? That's where you feel most comfortable. And if you couldn't get things done, perhaps there was something wrong, either with the partnerships that you were in or the fact that you were trying to do it all by yourself. The secret to your success is to find that someone. And that someone, this energy is, it's time. It's time to work with others. It's time to work through others. It's time to take partnership. It's time to enjoy and indulge and really, really, really be you. Be your full self, which is getting things done by inspiring others and working with others, getting into a group, getting into a collaboration, getting into a partnership. Now, this is definitely work. But it also has romantic nuances depending on what cards surround it. And once you start seeing the cards that are surrounding it, we have Cancerian energy, be at home. Being very protective and defensive of your home. Perhaps you're working on your marriage, you're working on your relationship, you're working on your partnership, you're working to reconstruct even your physical house. You're working on your house, you're doing repairs. But your whole idea is we're going to get this done. This work is going to pay off. Investing in your home and your heart space and your family and those things that you love or something that you love. Hold on. Okay. Working on your home, working on your heart space, working on your domestic life. Now, there's so many different ways that you could be doing this. You could have just started dating, getting back into the dating game. You could be planning a wedding. You could be going to counseling, marriage counseling. You could be reconstructing your house and redesigning your house. The whole thing is you are working on what is close to your heart, what is close to your family, what is close to that domestic space, building a home, decorating it, and all the things that come with building a home, especially with Libra and Cancer. There's a sense of really working on the partnerships that build a home or finding a new home. We could do more esoterically, right? More like, let's do a little bit more philosophically and say that this could be finding your home, finding where you belong. You know, having done soul searching or going on a soul journey, you're now finding where it is that you belong, or you're realizing that it's not about finding a place, it's about rooting and making where I am be what I want it to be. So this is about confidence now, radiating that beautiful, lovely sense of confidence that says, I'm going to take myself seriously. I'm going to take, and we'll get into that because it's coming. There is a sense of, hyper-focusing sometimes on partnerships. But no, it's first and foremost taking yourself seriously and what you want and need out of life seriously, and realizing that there's conflicts and complications for everybody, and that the imperfections are just not because of you, because of what you're dealing with and what you're working with in this three-dimensional world that we live in. So, and I'm not going to say that we're stuck in. I think it's a blessing that we're here. This is an opportunity and a lessons to be learned, right? But there's this sense of now you finally realizing I have to build a home. Maybe you're buying a home, or just realizing that these hardships and these fears, these heart palpitations that go into signing that mortgage or taking that first step towards somebody that you have feelings for. All of those things are not signs or signals that it's wrong. All of those things or signs and signals that you should stop and turn around. It's just part of the process. And that in our dreams, and I talk about I talk about this with you guys a lot. In our dreams, everything is so easy and smooth. But that's because dreams are fifth dimension, sixth dimension, multi-dimension. There are no boundaries. There are no laws of physics. The conflicts come in the 3D world just because we're so confined to just 3 dimensions. So there's always going to be that sense of, imperfection, but don't let it trick you or confuse you or distract you from those plans that you're making, not plans, those goals that you have, because this is the way to do it. And I think that you've finally woken up to it and realized it. And even though there are those like 5 of Wands conflicts, I can say that they're overcomeable. You can definitely I'm just thinking that they don't intimidate you anymore. It's almost like you're going after them like a full-on bear. Like you're literally attacking any kind of conflict. And you may not be attacking it overtly or aggressively, though I do feel there's a sense of aggression about you now. And that comes from that self-confidence, right? But there is also this sense of just aggressively going after, I'm going to build it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. And you are going to figure it out, if only because you've made a decision to do so. Here we have your energy, and this is romantic energy, which is why I was telling you, I'm getting these feelings. But there's this sense of romance, la vie en rose, like love, love, love. This beauty all around. And so not just like romance as in sexual chemistry with another person, but romance as in seeing the world in a beautiful way, a positive upswing, optimism, seeing this in a beautiful light. The I can, the yes aspects of your personality are really coming out, and you're so attractive. You're just so fucking gorgeous. And all those things that seem like imperfections are now kind of melting away those imperfections, especially if they have to do with your heart space. Whatever it is that you love, you are literally deciding, what I love is worth more than the conflicts surrounding it. So I'm just going to bust my ass and believe in it. But I'm going to believe in the romance of it, even when the imperfections of it are what's staring me in the face. Now we have sing your own song. So you have your energy coming out in this reading. Bam. That's only the beginning, right? And now we have this Gemini energy. But it says sing your own song. Being liberated, finding yourself free from fear, finding yourself free from low self-esteem, finding yourself free from self-doubt. Being yourself, realizing that being yourself is the key to the strong partnerships that you want. It's just really believing in who you are and what your interests are, and what your heart tells you. Maybe actually singing, finding a gig somewhere, singing a song, performing, or just saying what it is that's really on your mind. Now, in the truest sense of the word, I'm not kidding you here. There is this wonderful sense of not being afraid to say exactly what's on your mind, not being afraid that it will hurt or harm somebody, and things just coming out like, son of a bitch, instead of like trying to pretend like that stubbing your toe didn't hurt you, just like screaming at it, or going outside without your makeup on to get the mail in your fucking slippers in the beginning of the day. Like literally this sense of being so comfortable with yourself, you become less aware of what others are thinking of you. And that is really what's amplifying how beautiful you are today. But there's today and in this energy. But this is really like straight up like you saying what's on your mind, and it's sounding like music to somebody's ears. And now more you. Libra. More Libra energy. Peace, which is balance, which is harmony. There is a sense of making peace with yourself, making peace with something that conflicted externally, making peace and finding the balance. This is 2 + 1, and this is 1 + 2. This is both 3-3, energy of the Holy Trinity, which is holy balance, which is that beautiful sense of tranquility. and happiness right now. And I want you to ride this, Libra, like nothing else. You could be, in some ways, falling in love, making amends with a Gemini, being able to work on or finally eradicate the conflict that was happening between the two of you, speaking your mind and saying what you really feel, in order to put things back into balance. That tells me that there were things that was on your mind, that you were not sharing. And that was a big problem. That sense of, I'm going to paint the pretty picture and I'm just going to pretend like things aren't bothering me, but they are bothering me. So this is literally you getting things off your chest in order to put things back into balance. Because a lot of times what we do is we throw things off balance by trying to keep them nice, by trying to keep them status quo, by trying too hard to not allow them to change. We deny the truth about a situation. And if you have been doing that, you're not doing that now. Yourself and this beautiful radiance is just popping out of you, and it's almost like a blessing from God pushing the truth out of you, even if you're not voluntarily doing it. But it's exactly what needed to happen, because I think it's exactly what the other person needed to hear and wanted to hear, really. A lot of times we can lose the heat in our relationships, especially romantic ones, really personal, intimate ones. We can lose the heat in those relationships because we lose ourselves to the relationship, and what our partner is craving is the person they fell in love with instead of whatever's left over to keep things status quo. So there is this beautiful sense of bringing back the balance into your life by bringing yourself back and being who you are. Now is a lucky time. Life is speeding up, and quick like a bunny, you are multiplying. You could be finding out that you're pregnant. You could be finding out this good news or good word that finally you have conceived. You could be like growing your family. Whatever it is, you are actually multiplying the things that you have. So the abundance that you already have, it's growing. It's also a time, like I said, to jump in, hop on in there. This is the time. It's like a lucky rabbit's foot. It's like luck is all around you right now, Libra. So go for it. Even if you think, no, don't think about it. Send off that resume, walk into that office building, walk into that whatever you do, walk out onto that stage, whatever you do it. This is the time to take this chance, including, especially for conception. Now, this is how I know this is really all about you, but it could also be that you're dealing with an Aries. This is very much Aries energy, and it is your opposite energy, right? But this tells me that you are being true to yourself, and because you are finally being true to yourself, you are actually better at partnerships. This is also a sense of really just full speed ahead. Remember, it's almost like, remember how Aries is ruled by Mars and you're ruled by Venus, okay? And they are the divine counterparts in terms of love and relationships. So there is a sense of something in your divine counterpart speeding up and picking up. Divine masculine energy amplifying to chase after you, to come get you. Somebody pursuing you like crazy, or finally you amplifying enough so that they notice you and they see you and they realize you. It is such a sensual energy. It's such an aggressive energy, but it is also such a destined energy that I fucking love this for you. And then bam, take a leap of faith. What? You have two of the luckiest cards in the deck out here. You have Jiminy Cricket, Grasshopper, so listen to yourself, listen to your inner conscience, but also luck, because grasshoppers are good luck. And then you have also the luck of the rabbit. You have luck all around you. Now, you may be getting lucky with an Aries. You may be getting down with an Aries. You know that Libras cannot resist their motherfucking Aries. You know what? Opposites attract, and I ain't even going to discuss it anymore. It just is what it is, okay? So, I mean, let it be what it is. You may not be dealing with an Aries right? But what you are dealing with is somebody who is a divine counterpart, somebody who is amped up sexually and wants you, desires you, lusts for you, can't control themselves when you're in the room. If you are in a relationship, I would full on say that there is conception that's going to get happening. Somebody going to get lucky, okay? But that's what it is. Like, somebody's going to get lucky. I'm telling you. But this is also a sense of knowing yourself so well that you are full speed ahead on whatever it is that you have been working on. And that was the main part of the channeled energy, right? That first sense of you have been working on something. Whatever you're working on, you need to, like an Aries, not even doubt and ram yourself into that room, because this is the time to do it. It's almost like Felix Felicis. You've tapped into it. If you're having that instinct, even if it seems crazy, you must go and follow it. It is absolutely the direction you're supposed to be going right now. Okay. I'm going into angel messages because I want to hear their words instead of mine. I love you, angels. Always the voices. Always. I know you're like, you're hearing voices? Always these beautiful, beautiful voices. Beautiful. Ooh. Okay. Let's do this. Interesting. So Archangel Uriel has popped up. Let's listen. Archangel Uriel. A great spiritual transformation is currently occurring both in your life and in our world. Now tell me you haven't felt that. This is the union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter. I just got chills because what I say, divine collaboration, that 333, that holy trinity. This is the union of heaven and earth. So what is real, what is tangible, and what is the divine, and what is the imagined? Spirit and all your possibility and your truth, and matter, which is manifesting your spirit onto or letting your spirit impact or affect the 3D world. Heart and mind unite in harmonious balance, and you got that Aries energy, which is your opposite, right? But it is always your balance, and there is that beautiful sense. Whoa. You're about to find harmony where you found dissonance. It may seem too good to be true, but you will feel it so deeply, you will swim in the truth. Let's go back. Vision. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. So you are working through that strongest quality in you, which is your belief in connection, which is divine connection is love. Okay? That is what your divine belief is, your divine purpose is to link people together. And that is the harmony that you are capable of. Libra, 100%. 100%. Healing angel. At this very moment, you are being bathed in gold, pink, and deep green light. Accept this healing. We, your angels, surround you with wings of love. You are eternally free, eternally fresh, and eternally abundant. So there have been hardships that you've gone through, and this is acknowledged by your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, whatever you identify with. There is a sense of them acknowledging, we know it's been shit. We know you've been through really rough patches. This is that cleansing period. This is when we come in, intervene, and get you back to where you belong, which is happy. Now listen, this is powerful. Positive thinking. Positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude. Stop. Nope. My dog is going crazy. Positive thinking. A positive attitude along with positive beliefs and thoughts are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think love. And that's why things are working, because you are so radiating love right now. You are so almost consumed by the love itself. You're forgetting yourself, and in doing so, being the best parts of yourself. You're getting back to that sense of, well, it's not about success and it's not about payment. It's about, I love this. So that's why I do it, and I'm going to keep doing it. And that's what's going to radiate and really get you noticed. That's why it's like divine timing. It's all clicking together to give you the energy that you need, to get you the attention that you want. So it's like you're getting the attention because it's unintentional. You're not thinking about, but I need validation. You don't need validation. You're just so happy in love with who you are, what you do, or who you're with, that it's clearing out all those complications. Faith. Remember, it said, think love, think love. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. We are so close, Libra. So close. Creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart desires. There you go. Just let it out. And then let me go back and reread this one more time. Archangel Uriel. A great spiritual transformation is currently occurring both in your life and in our world. This is a union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter, heart and mind unite in harmonious balance. You're finally finding the connection. You're finally finding the key. You know, partnership is 1 and 1 plus. It's that's why I keep saying how riveting it is that you've got so many 3s in your reading, because partnership is not 1 and 1. It's 3. It's when 1 and 1 equals 3, because there's something bigger than the 2 of you involved. And that essence and that presence is here. Let's go into the extended. The link is below.